All right, welcome back. Today I'm doing a little bit more of a basic video. I'm going to talk about how I go about drawing faces. It seems simple. Hopefully I can keep it under 10 minutes. So, if you're here, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna get started. So first, I'm gonna start with, I guess, the Loomis method. So, you draw a little circle, right? I don't know, that works. Messy. Just kind of searching. These are called searching lines. And then I'm going to draw a line like that coming down, and a line right here. So, this marks the center of the face, and this is a brow line. So your eyes will go underneath this. But the first thing I want to do is I want to cut off the sides right here. I'll cut these sides. Okay. Now I got that kind of figured out. I can kind of outline where I want the head to be in a more exact way. Now, I'm going to draw the chin, little jaw. Whenever I draw the jaw, I like to start with the chin. There's going to be one diagonal line going this way, and another diagonal line going this way. And it connects to these two lines right here that I've already made. I'm hoping you guys can see this well. Okay, so now I have this outline of the head kind of created. It's not perfectly symmetrical. Let me see if I can fix that. It's a little better. Okay, so now I'm going to draw some more lines. They're going to indicate different things. That's like a nose line. This will be like a hairline. And I have like a little mouth line right there. Okay, so here I'm just going to draw little circles, indicate where the eyes are. And then I'm going to do a little line right there. It's going to indicate where the nose is. Now, I'm not too strict on drawing all these planes of the face. I'm just using these lines to outline where I want things to be. And the lines, they communicate a lot, you know. I'm going to draw his mouth. The mouths, they typically aren't just straight lines, you know. There's more to it than that. I'm going to do like the underlip there. And then the eyebrows, I usually just color in the eyebrow. And you can see, hopefully, right here, there's a little point that indicates where his cheekbone is. So I can draw a little line that kind of indicates that cheekbone, you know. And then you can see where this brow ridge line is. Sorry. Where the brow ridge is, right here. That's also going to be where the ears go. And the ears fit perfectly into these two lines. That's the face. Right. And then I typically, the neck will be connected to the jawline right here. Anyway, that's the Loomis method, and I'll do a side profile, right? Now it's a sphere, so these lines are going to curve around the sphere. So we got our line set up. Now I'm going to go ahead and connect a line that's facing flat like that. And we kind of want this chin to match the curve of the brow. And I'm going to draw another line, kind of like that. That's going to indicate the side of the head. Yes, that's where I want to connect the jawline. And the ear. Okay, now we've got that kind of outlined. we're going to connect this line all the way down to the center of the jaw. And we're going to create these lines again, just on a side profile. So I kind of got ahead of myself again drawing the ear, didn't I? But now these lines, you know, they're not going to just go straight. They're going to wrap around the curve of the head. And you can see where certain things kind of start to line up. It's like the mouth lines up with the point of the mouth is lining up with the jaw. This eye right here on this side, you're not going to see where it connects, like this one, like this part, because the eyeball itself is round. So it's like another circle interrupting this plane. So really you're going to just see the curvature of the eye. I know it's really small, so it's not as easy to make out. Butt chin. I've used this kind of thing as these kind of guidelines as a I'm using the Loomis method basically as an outline or a framework to draw my heavy lines around. Now I know where the ear is going to be. I'm going to draw the hair like that. Bring it around. Oh, I forgot to draw this line right here. There's around. And you know what? I'll just give him flat hair this time. Let's have it swoop kind of like that. Typically with hair, which I could make a whole video on, I try to outline the top of it first. Oh, and the neck. I think the neck connects to the ear. Pretty sure. Yeah, I just draw that outline for it first. I'm just gonna hatch the rest of it. I don't feel like going too in depth on the hair. So yeah, that's a basic Loomis method for faces. Now I'm going to show you how I do it. So just keep in mind, this is what I started learning, and this is how I eventually worked up to where I am now, which isn't too far advanced, but now I'm usually drawing a head that's connected to a torso. So I like to start with a big circle, right? It's going to connect to the neck. So I usually start with those same lines across like this. Then I draw my chin. In the case, the size of the head. And I'm kind of gonna draw some lines and show how wide I want my head to be. And that looks good right there. Okay. Now I'm gonna just start drawing. So I like to just put down the facial features. So I'm going to give this guy real pouty lips. Now you can see as I'm drawing the features first, because I now have that basic idea where they go. Now that I have the features placed down, I'm going to break out into the jaw. And I could just say, hey, I'm jealous of his cheekbones, so he's bald, you know? So I can just be like, boom, he's a bald guy. We got a little spectator right now. She's trying to look at the camera. She's gonna find herself in it eventually. If she gets close enough. I don't think this nose has enough detail. So I'm gonna go ahead and add little lines for his nostrils. Now you can see it. Ooh. Well, I guess he didn't have to be bald. He's got one messed up looking nose, huh? And then look. The neck comes up to it, meets it. And bam. That's how I draw faces. Not too extensive of a video, I don't think, but I think it just kind of gets my point across. And the reason why I like to draw the features first, and I can just go ahead and show you again, is because like if I want to draw like a guy with like an open mouth, and this is gonna be a really rough sketch. Let's say I want to draw a guy who's got like his mouth open. So I'll draw the jaw all the way down here. His mouth's gonna be like that. Yes. There's his open mouth. All right, and then I can shape the rest of the drawing around that feature, you know. The rest of your face, it completely contorts around. I forgot to give this guy ears. His cheekbones are so big that they block the ears. Did I mention I'm jealous of his cheekbones? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you see the whole face, it revolves around the expression. So I like to draw the expression first and then outline the face around it. I know a lot of people, you know, they can already see how the outline's going to look. I don't know. I feel like I can add more motion. I feel like I can add more motion to it by, like to these lines, these more defined lines, by adding the facial features first. Okay, yeah, I'll call that a video. If you've watched the whole thing, thanks for watching. It's just a little small one compared to the large one I did last week. You don't have to fall asleep to this one. And see ya.